Hey, comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here with a comic book haul. This is a long overdue comic haul, and it encompasses some auction winnings from fellow YouTubers as well as some convention and travel LCSs that I saw when I was out of town. So let me start with Spidey Fan's auction. I've had these books for a little bit now and just haven't done the video. So Spidey Fan and I were on. I was a guest on his channel's auction. If you're not a fan of Spidey Fan, you should be. So make sure you subscribe to him, and I'll put the link below. And he had this book up there, and it was a CGC book, and he had me at the signatures. So it's a little different. So just bear with me, but it's Teen Titans #1. There's not a good way to show this. Maybe this way. 9.8, signed on the slab by Michael Turner and Jeff Johns. So I don't have any Michael Turner signatures. I am looking rapidly. That's my New Year's resolution. I want another Stan Lee signature CGC book, and I want another. I actually want a Michael Turner yellow label book. And there's not many on eBay right now, so I'm taking a look, and I'd like one graded with him. I had a couple opportunities years ago at Philadelphia, Wizard World, Philadelphia, many years ago before he passed, obviously, and never got to sign anything. I wasn't big into signatures at that point, and didn't know anything about comic book grading. So this is a cool one to have just because he did sign the slab, and it is a high grade of the 4th printing, which is a cool sketch cover. I really do love this cover, and I knew I needed to have that. So I won that for Spidey Fan, and he sent this, and then he sent a little extra. Teen Titans 12, first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. Awesome book. It's nice to have another copy of this. Thank you, Spidey Fan. And then I won one of his raffles. Since I won an auction, I was in one for a raffle that he had. And one of the books that was up that I won, I am super psyched with because it's one of my favorite comic book covers, and it's the Justice League #1 New 52, signed by Jim Lee, and I think it's Jeff Johns as well. Yeah, I think so. Beautiful book. I am psyched to have this. It's not slabbed, but that's okay. It's an awesome cover. I love the colors in this. All those characters and anything Jim Lee gets me going. So thank you. Psyched to have that, and we'll add that into my collection. And then the next is a convention I went to a couple weeks ago. And there's a local con, maybe about 30, 35, 40 minutes away from me. And it was small, not much going on, but I ended up spending some money, having a little bit of damage. So let me go through some of the dollar books I got. So for $1, I got a variant edition of Amazing Spider-Man 700, the Doc Ock cover. It's a cool tribute. I bought Spirits of Vengeance #9, another copy of this, the first appearance of Vengeance. Minimum Carnage Alpha. I've never seen this in the wild, and I'm trying to find the Scarlet Spider tie-ins to this storyline. It seems like it's a hard one to find. I bought Superman Adventures 4, and this is actually for another YouTuber. You know who you are. I knew that you were looking for this. I'm looking for #5 for you if it comes across. And then I didn't know much about this, but it's a Midtown Comics exclusive of 538 Amazing Spider-Man when Aunt May gets shot. So for $1, why not? And then for $5, I got this Avengers versus X-Men Jean Grey Phoenix variant cover, Kubert cover. Love it. I'm a big Jean Grey fan and a big Jean Grey Phoenix fan, and I'm super excited she's coming back. Curious how they're going to do that. And then I bought some things that were priced as marked and got a deal because I bought a bunch. So I got Batgirl Adventures #1. Very minimal wear. Got it for, I think, 40, 45 bucks. I bought Amazing Fantasy 15, the first Amadeus Cho. I was a little upset. I got it for, well, it says 20, but I got a deal on the set. So, but it has like a indenting here. I wonder if pressing can get that out. There are a couple versions of this, and I picked this one, and I wish I would have examined it a little closer. But now it sounds like they're going to kill him, so is it even worth having? I don't know. I bought Marvel Age 82. I'd been hunting for this. This is the prototype of X-Force, or Cable specifically, and Strife, and then some unnamed character that doesn't get used. So let me show you. Rob Liefeld had it on his Instagram and was super psyched to find this because I'm a big Cable fan. So Strife looks pretty much the same. Cable is a little younger in this one, and he said it's either Cable or Cybrid. No thanks. And then there's this cougar-looking guy that never was used. So that's a prototype of those characters. So excited to have those. And then I bought Batman Adventures 28, a early Harley Quinn appearance. If I find these for reasonable, I'll pick them up. I like the Batman Adventure series, some of those hot issues. And then one I was really excited to find was Batman Beyond #1. And I love the character design. I don't necessarily read the book, but I do love the covers, and if I can pick up the keys. The bummer is I bought the first appearance on eBay, and the seller never sent it to me. And actually even marked it as shipped, but then stopped responding. Didn't mark it as shipped until weeks after I had opened a case. I got the refund. The seller never responded to anything, but I passed up a couple opportunities to buy the first appearance because I thought I had already had it. So now I got to hunt again for that. Bummer. And then next up, this last part of my haul is books I found while in Chicago. And I couldn't go full out hunting because I was with a group of people, and I was the only comic book person there. So I went to 3 or 4 stores, actually, so I managed to wiggle it in. And one was in my friend's neighborhood, and that was the most lucrative for me. But the others, I found some smaller things. I got some, recent issues, like I got the Darkhawk trading card variant cover. I'm a big Darkhawk fan, sue me. And I found on the shelf Spawn 280. This is the last copy they had. It's calmed down quite a bit, but it was burning up once it first came out. So just another copy to have. I did find, and whenever I find different printings of these, I pick them up. Sex Criminals #3, the second printing, a cool cover that looks like Time magazine. So I'm excited to have that one. Just very different, like a play on the first issue's cover. And then in that same store, I found in the 50-cent bin, Invincible #75. Really decent condition. Just some, light crease back there, right here, but not terrible. This is the Ryan Otley variant cover to play off of the first issue. Ryan Otley did not do the art in the first issue, so it's cool to see what his interpretation of the first issue's cover would have been. I think he's a better artist than, is it Crabtree? The original artist. So Invincible #75. This is my second copy. I bought this originally for $45 or $50 on eBay. So I'm gonna post this one on eBay and see what I can get. Anything would be better than 50 cents. And then the last thing I found, I was super excited about. So the shop was a decent sized shop. They had a bunch of wall books, nothing that I really needed. And I was racing through to look through things on my list before my friends got annoyed. And on the wall, there was this. Batman and Robin, All-Star Batman and Robin. This is the Jim Lee, Frank Miller series, #1. And I was looking, I was like, that's just a variant cover or what? And I didn't ask the guy. I just looked on eBay just to see what the deal was, and I believe this is the retailer sketch edition, and I think I've been backed up by that. And it was on the wall. It's in excellent condition in Mylar. He pulled it off. I was like, how much is it? He said $40. $40 for this. I think is an amazing deal. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's an amazing deal. And as I was looking, my friend over my shoulder was looking at the prices and he was starting to spoil my game. And he's like, oh my God, oh my God. You know, I was like, stop. Don't say anything. Let me do this. And so I had the guy pull it back off the shelf when I made my decision and say, I'll take it. So for $40, I don't see this anywhere. I'm excited to have this in my collection. Beautiful cover. I love the series. I actually had sold my original series of these and rebought them not too long ago, just because I just love the Jim Lee artwork. So they're back in my collection. But this is something that I think I'll hold on to for quite some time. And if I ever meet Jim Lee, I probably will have him sign this. Just beautiful, beautiful book. So super excited about that. Special shout out to Alex the Comic Hoarder for giving me some recommendations. I wasn't able to get to every place that he mentioned, but I did get to at least one on his list, and the other ones were just more out of convenience. So Alex, I'm happy to hash out which ones I went to with you, and I appreciate the insight, my man. So thanks for watching. Thanks. This is my Happy Holidays edition. I'm probably not going to have another haul before the holidays commence, but I'll be doing some traveling and maybe see if I can find anything while I'm out and about visiting family and going away for New Year's with friends. So that's it. Thanks, everyone. Super psyched about this. Super excited about my 50-cent Invincible haul. And don't forget my 300 subscriber contest. That's going to end on December 31st at midnight. So talk to you later. Bye-bye. Like an ocean, I feel you crash over